Hey guys, it's Miles here. Um, this week's topic is how we ended up choosing our names, and sorry, my TV's got the volume on. Alright, so this week is how we chose our names and advice on choosing names and stuff like that. So, yeah. Anyway, I chose the name Miles a long time ago before I even came out as trans and whatnot. I was in GSA. I was actually president of GSA my junior year. Junior year. And we had a guest speaker come in, and she was talking about how her partner didn't always identify as female, even though they were born female. And that was what really got me started thinking that, like, oh, if I could be a boy, what would my name be? So, on a whim, I just kind of looked through baby name websites. That seems to be the easiest way to, find lists of names. So I went on a baby names website, and I knew that I wanted something that started with an M, because my nickname that I had been going by started with an M. I didn't go by my birth name, and I hadn't for a couple of years, so I wanted something that started with an M. So I just started scrolling through the M's, and I found Miles, and I was like, oh, that sounds kind of cool, and I wanted it to have, like, an awesome meaning, and I looked at the meaning, and it actually means soldier, and I was like, that is, it's a cool meaning. It's not, like, lame or something. The meaning of my birth name was worthy of love, and I was like, oh god. So yeah, it had a good meaning. It felt good to me. It wasn't too common, but it wasn't a totally out there name either, and it just seemed to click with me. So I was like, oh, if I could be a boy, this would be my name. And then near the end of my no, that was my anyway, sorry. Thinking about timeline things. But then when I finally came out as trans, I just picked that name up. I didn't even go back to looking through names or anything. I was just like, oh, I picked that name then. It still fits me really well now. So I just picked it back up and went with it. So that was how I chose my name. Advice for choosing names? You don't have to choose your name the way I did, but baby name websites are always a really good resource. I know there are lists around that have popular names for the year you were born in. I'll see if I can link one of those into the description if I can find one. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'll look for them. And that's really good because you don't want to pick a name that is really old or really modern, like something that a new name that that's popular this year, because I don't know, that's a little weird. My name is actually a little older for the generation that I was born in, but it still wasn't too far out there. You can also ask friends what they see you as and what they think a good name for you would be, and kind of test those out. You don't have to go with the first name that you pick. You can try one out for a little while, and then if you don't like that, maybe try another one until you find something that fits you well. So yeah, you can ask your friends for suggestions. You can ask your parents what they would have named you had you been born as the gender you now identify with. They may have had a name picked out for you had you been that gender, and that may fit you very well. Yeah, so there's different ways to pick names. You don't have to, there's not a certain way you pick names. It's just like if you were picking a name for if you were having a kid or whatever. So that's pretty much all the advice I have on that. I don't know. Picking my name was kind of easy. I know a lot of other guys have, you know, a harder time about it to find something that really fits them. Mine just sort of clicked with me right off the bat. So if you don't find it as quickly as I found mine, then that's okay. It just means you have to look a little harder. But just make sure you really like your name and that you can see yourself with that name for like the rest of your life. Like, you don't want to end up with a name like Spike or, you know, something really dumb and then be an old man and, you know, have a really lame, like, kitty name. So just keep that in mind too. Something you can see as your name for your entire life. So yeah. I guess that I'll see you guys next week, and stay tuned for the other guys' videos throughout the week. Alright, later.